Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we'll be taking a look at Bossfight Studios' Court of the Dead Relic Ravlatch 1/18 scale action figure. These are for adult collectors at least ages 12 and up, because these are more a mature based toy line. If you are a package collector, these have some beautiful packaging. Here's the front of the box. We got that really cool Court of the Dead design at the top. We have this nice window, literally like a window design where the figure and accessories are visible. We have the nameplate at the bottom, the Bossfight Studios there on the bottom right. On top of the box we have this very unique symbol, a nice splash of like brown dirt. The bottom of the box has some, legal information, QR code, UPC, which doesn't really do you any good because these are a online offering. The side of the box we have this amazing Court of the Dead logo with that symbol here. Looks good. And here on the side of the box we have that beautiful artwork of the character. It's a dead look. Looks very cool. Overall, nice artwork for the packaging. We have the back of the packaging. We have some product images there, some highlights of what the figure has to offer, an image of the figure, a little bit about the figure, which I'll go ahead and bring that close so you guys can pause and read that if you'd like to learn more about Ravlatch. Alright, so go ahead, this is your opportunity. Pause and read. Now, since we took a look at the packaging for all the package collectors, let's go ahead and get him out of packaging. Take a look at the figure has to offer for everybody that loves to take their stuff out for figure photography, for display, for playability. Let's do this. Alright, here we go. Let's get up and close and personal with the dead man himself. Let's take a look at the overall offering here. Looks pretty cool. He has a headdress. It has a star on the top of his head. Kind of a cross below it. This is removable. And you can see there's some chainmail hanging down the side. I think they went for like a patina look on the chainmail. So it has some blue and some like gold in there. I think it's going for like a patina thing. It's very flexible, so it's pretty cool. Some dents in the helmet. Looks awesome. Nonetheless, you can remove the overall cape. We have the light blue with the a darker blue trim. We have a medallion there. Peg on the back. It's just a softer plastic. Not too bad. But interesting is about this overall head sculpt of this white skull. Well, it's not really a skull. It's kind of a white flesh over, deteriorating into a skull type, appearance. You see some of the sculpting there on the side. Looks good. We have the red and yellow eye. You can see that there's some deterioration there on the side of his mouth and some teeth. Very cool. There's this white, body basically. I mean, you gotta get the skeleton look here in the back with a spinal cord, but there's still some flesh there, but just in a white disgustingness. Overall, here we have the geek grayish, ripped up piece of cloth over his chest and hangs down. He has a brown belt. He has a symbol here on his chest. Some of that teal color inside there. Some of the little features here, don't know what those are. The back, he has like a tiger claw or demon rip across his back of his cloth. The arms have shoulder pads. They're about the same. Now you can see one was like off center there. It's because we'll get to this here in a second. Underneath this and his arms is chainmail, and they went with that patina thing again here closer to the arms. So that's pretty good. And then underneath you can see the chainmail with that bluish, or some kind, maybe something to do with the theory behind this guy. I don't know, but kind of gives me that overall, metal trying to protect itself by creating a patina type thing. The lower, he has these little medallions here hanging down. On the lower legs, the chainmail starts, continuing down through. He has some blue pants underneath that with some little pads going on there. The knee pads are basically one big gauntlet from his shin down to his ankles and to his knee there. Those are removable if you want to take those off. but kind of falls through the same kind of overall aesthetic as his pads on his shoulders. Then his brown boots, as you can see, peg holes in his feet. They do have like a cover to protect the top of his foot. Some kind of little spike there that comes down. A little nastiness if you could kick with that. So the articulation for the head, it does rotate 360. You can look down. Not so much up. Then you can get a little side-to-side demon look there. Now here's what the problems with these are. This is a Joy Toy problem. I don't like this. So I guess maybe Bossfight Studio has adapted it. There's a tab, and they basically, he had the peg on the arm that pops into the chest, and they put a ring around this tab, and that's why they put this hanging on there. So when you rotate that, that rotates with it, which causes friction, which causes inevitable breakage. And so be very careful. So as you can see, the arm rotated 360, and then obviously you can get a T-pose out of the guy, which is pretty good. We have no articulation until we get down to the elbow, which is a single 90-degree bend. For the wrist, they rotate 360 all the way around, and you can see there's rotation 360 at the elbow. But this hand, both of the hands have the in and out kind of gimmick. There's nothing in the chest for articulation. There's a rotation at the waist. Now the legs it can split about that much. Can he sit? Not so much. Maybe if you have the time to remove that and that's something you wanted, you might be able to get more of a range of motion. We do have thigh cuts there, 360. Moving down to the knees, we do have the double jointed knees, which is good. Don't think there's a boot cut there. There's a ball peg on the bottom. The feet do pivot down, pivot up, and then it can go around the ball of that foot if you want so much, you know, for standing pose abilities. But overall, a decent figure. It's definitely for dog collectors. I wouldn't recommend. This is not going to survive heavy play. A collector playability, yes. A kid, no. So just kind of be aware of that if you want to purchase these figures. They are a little on the higher end for Bossfight Studios with the 118 scale price points. They are $32.99, I believe. So they're up there. If you're looking for a unique figure, one-of-a-kind figures, these are really a good offering with a heavy price point because they're only 118 scale. So for the accessories, they are quite light in my opinion on the accessories with the price points. We do have his initial weapon, which is this sword. It's a nice sculpt, silver blade, gold pommel, wraps on the handle there. There's a bit of blue on that, if we can tell or not. It's very light. It's a little flexible. I'd be worried about any kind of maybe potential breakage if you actually bend that too far. And he could hold that with no problem. So it's pretty cool. Nice. Comes with a shield. And again, usually with Bossfight Studios, regardless of what you get, the shields are on point. They're pretty well detailed and sick. You can see the skull here is a wood. There's that blue. I don't know what they're going on with that blue on the wood, but that makes you question about the whole patina theory, but who knows. And inside here we have a handle and a pig, which I'm not sure what that's for. Maybe a pig on his back, but I think the handle would get in the way. But overall, a really cool design for this shield. Let's see how well he holds it. I'm telling you, when you're working with 118 scale figures and going back and forth with 112 scale, it really is a night and day type of feel when you're trying to do reviews. It's quite interesting when you have that difference in size. And there's that shield. So you can hold it pretty decently. You manipulate the arm however you see fit. You can get him up against him if you really try. I'm not going to go too crazy with it because I'm trying not to make this review too long. But I think this figure is really cool, worth looking at. And then he has this very unique thing he carries around on a chain. It's a bronze skull with blue fire coming out with a mouth and face, eyes and nose. I thought initially this might have been like a alternate head, but it's not. This may be where that blue's coming from. It has something to do with his power or whatever. I don't know. I should have read back of the box. Maybe there was something on the back of there that gave me some kind of idea. And he does come on a cool stand. Has that symbol that was on the packaging and on his chest. Like bone spikes or something. I don't know what that is. Quarter to dead. So yeah, that's it. So you basically get everything that you see here. It's easy to take that on and off. I'll go ahead and get him dressed back up so you can see him with the full attire. The headdress is kind of a little tricky to get back on, but it's no problem though. It's just got to get down past that cape. So there he is, looking pretty cool. If you've been collecting Bossfight Studios and you have an Army of the Dead or Knight of Asperity, you can definitely work him in with that. There's a couple of these characters I picked up. I did one already. I can't remember his name, but he's pretty cool. Check out that review. Do highly recommend these, again, for doll collectors. So hope you guys like this video. If you do, let me know what you think about the character. If you want to pick it up, if you have it, what you think about the overall Quarter to Dead line. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.